Give him a gain of 37. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard. Line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll run for it. This is Allen, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, Charles, as Cleveland takes the field again, I got to ask you, if you're a Browns fan, are you more frustrated right now or optimistic? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. And they pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. Fights loose. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
On 2nd down, high. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll run high, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage, and the try for 2 is going to come up empty. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They stay on the ground with Allen. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. On 3rd and 1, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Now Jackson on 2nd down, being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some room to work. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Good! 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 319! 319!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Shifts by him at the 25. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, now they'll try the end around. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story we'll talk about after this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go with Johnson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Allen here on the screen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught off a deflection. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, here's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader.